Sure. Just really excited to have Brandon Moore become our head football coach here. It's this is just I always say this is a unique and special place overall, and I think that if you look closely at our program and the success we had on the field over the last 7 years under Coach Brandon, and in particular this past season, and the fact that we kept all 6 full-time assistant coaches here throughout the entire coaching carousel. And then the fact that I really thought we had multiple guys on our staff who had the ability to step up to do this job really made it in some ways easy, but certainly going through the process and really digging into it, Brandon Moore came out as the clear favorite, and I think it was particularly evident by the reaction of the team yesterday that we're in a really good place with Coach Moore, and I'm very excited to move forward and work closely with Brandon on taking this program to even the next level. And so I'm just really excited about the direction we're heading under Coach Moore.
Awesome. I'm excited as well. Looking forward to the next chapter in my family's life and my career here in Mines. I couldn't be at a better place. The last 6 years have been awesome for me and my family as well. Coach Brandon has done a great job just with the culture and pushing this program to depths and heights that nobody thought possible. And I think just working into it and going into it this year, being able to take over a program that's in such a great position and trying to thrust us over the top and push us into that next dimension, whatever that is, national championship, RMAC championship, semifinals, all that. I think our goals are lofty, and I think that that's indicative of Colorado School of Mines. We do great things here, best people, best players, best athletes, best students.
Coach, I'll hit you with one, and I'll let these guys ask you questions, but the outpouring of love for you last night after it was announced, and just everybody that's in your circle, and what was that like for you personally?
It was scary. I think anytime that some sole person is making the decision about the future of an institution, you always wonder about how you're going to be received by everyone else. I think defensively, over the years, we pour a lot into our players. I think that's our culture defensively. That's our motto is everybody all the time. And I think you saw a little bit of that yesterday. I think that the faith that we put in our players and the energy and the trust and the love that we put into them, I think is very, very important. And I think that's what you got to experience yesterday.
Coach Jacob Tobey from 9 News, nice to meet you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What were the conversations like with Coach Brandon after the decision was made? Did you go to him for advice? What kind of things did he say?
Wished me luck. I think having an asset like Coach Brandon, somebody who's been a head coach in the business for so long, somebody who's been in the business for over 40 years, I'd be a fool not to use him as an asset, and I'd be a fool not to call on him when I'm going to need him. I think it's important that everybody understands that he built this program and he put it in the place that it is right now. I think that we have to address that and we have to say that. And I'm a steward, and I'm going to come in, take this program over, and try to push it over the top. But I think having Greg Brandon as a mentor and as a resource, I think, is going to be important for our success moving forward.
With how close you guys got this year, with you being a national champion in college yourself, does that drive you even more to want to get the job done to go out and get that national title?
Well, absolutely. I think as a program, and as a school, I think we believe in ourselves now. I think we can see that ring. We can see the national championship. We can see the possibility of getting there. And I don't think we've always had that mindset here at Mines. I think prior to this season, a lot of onus was put on luck. We were lucky to get there, but I believe these players earned it. We went out and fought for it, day in and day out, through the summer, through the winter, spring conditioning, all that. They went out and worked for it, and we were able to accomplish that. And I believe that they're going to work even harder this year to put us over the top.
What's the best quality that you like about your new head coach?
Well, it's interesting because as an AD, and when the news broke that Coach Brandon was leaving, obviously you all know college football, the just sheer number of inquiries and resumes and phone calls and emails that come into my office are amazing, and there are some really obviously on paper very qualified people, but this is a people first business, and it's not about hiring the piece of paper and the resume, especially at this school. And so I think if I had to put one quality to Coach Brandon Moore is he's a perfect fit at Mines. He's a Mines guy, and though he can really through his collaborative style that I've seen over the years, he has a way to bring people together that is rare amongst people in general. And I think it was particularly evident when I was interacting with our offensive players who also were very much in favor and wanting the defensive coordinator to become their head coach. I think that was a true testament to Brandon Moore's style and what he brings to the table. It's X's and O's, anyone can do them, but it's the intangibles, the ability to bring a group of people together. I think the analogy Coach Moore used last night as a fist, and all in together with a common goal. And that's what really stands out about this man right here.
Was it emotional to find out that you would become the next head coach? Was that phone call or?
Yeah. Well, it was awesome. I don't think it could have happened any better. My wife and I were having breakfast, and David called, gave us the news, and we were kind of over the moon. Kind of had to keep it bottled in because we were in a restaurant, but just tears, elation, everything. I mean, it was. Yeah. I don't think anybody is more excited than my 10-year-old. He's so excited to just be a part of the program, to be here, to run around, and I mean, I think this is going to be a tremendous experience for him.
Who are some head coaches that throughout your whole level of playing career, who are some guys that stand out as guys that you think, I want to coach like that guy, or I took something away from that guy?
I don't think it was more position coaches, more mentors, more people that I was around, other players, those type of things. But eventually, guys who went on to become a head coach, like Mike Singletary has always been a really, really strong presence, kind of in my life and in my career. So, just kind of watching his process and his belief in himself and his belief in those around him, I think is kind of where my style kind of draws from. He starts with you as the individual. He starts with your family, with your life, with what drives you, and then he carries that into the football aspect. So as long as I'm trying to make a personal relationship and diving into a personal relationship with my players, I think we'll have success.
Is the biggest challenge now just keep momentum going?
I think we're going to be okay. The boys they're stoked. They're excited. There's a lot of energy around the program right now. I think the biggest challenge is going to be making sure the pieces fit the right way and making sure everybody's on the same page and knows their role.
How would you describe your style, coach?
I guess you could call me a player's coach. But like I said, I really, really dive into my players personally. I like to know what's going on in their lives. I like to know what classes they're in. I like to know what they're doing, what their hobbies are, all those different types of things. I'm in a personal relationship with their parents, personal relationship with their girlfriends. Just really, really covering all the bases background-wise with my guys, just so I know how to coach them. And they know that I care, and they know that it's not just about football with me, and they know that it's not just about yard lines and yardage and touchdowns and tackles.
You did the minority internships in the NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're obviously a head coach now in the RMAC, and it's a big deal, right?
Right.
To represent that. Just talk about that a little bit.
Well, I think my favorite internship was in Tennessee. I'm a little biased by that because my brother's there, but was really allowed to dive in there, was really allowed to coach and to do some different things. And I think one of the things that you discover on those internships is that you're not far off, that I can do this. Like, even though those guys are pro coaches, they're not that much better. And just belief in myself. You go to these internships, you bring things back, and they help you grow your program.
Was that under Vrabel when he was?
Vrabel was there, yeah.
How do you get minds when people think of Mines football to think they're a defensive program?
Well, I think one of the biggest steps that we took as a defense and as a culture defensively was just allowing them to celebrate themselves. A lot of our kids, our Mines students, have had a high level of success, but not really used to celebrating themselves because their success is scholastic and it's academic. But on the field, I think there's a certain chemistry that you can create just with everyone being on fire and everybody celebrating themselves and us celebrating each other. We've done that over the years with the hard hat. Just having something fixed that we can show them and they can take and have ownership of and be excited about when they do something special.